my name is Lori Mundy, and I'm a Regional Vice President here in North Carolina. Welcome to the team, and congratulations on starting your own Arbonne business. We are so excited for you, and we want you to have the best start possible. So I'll be sharing 3 simple steps to getting started, as well as some other tips that I've learned along the way. But before I do that, I thought I'd share a little bit about my story with Arbonne. Right before I heard about Arbonne, I was a newly retired teacher and stay-at-home mom to 2 little boys. I was actually looking for a way to make money to put my husband through medical school when my friend Amy called to tell me about building a business with Arbonne and how it could be just what I was looking for. I listened to her, to what she shared, and it all sounded so good, almost too good to be true. So I was a little skeptical at first because, you see, I needed to make a significant income. And I only thought that things like this brought in a little bit of extra spending money. Plus, I had no real sales experience, and I certainly didn't want to be that pushy salesperson. So clearly I was misinformed, and thankfully I kept an open mind and took a good look at what Arbonne offered. I told her I would try the products and look at some more information about the business, and of course I was completely impressed by what I found. The products were amazing, and I saw results so quickly. And since the products were so great, I realized I didn't need to be a pushy salesperson. I figured I would just let people try them and let them decide. The products were that good. And I also learned that there was some serious income potential in Arbonne, like making as much money in 1 month in Arbonne as I made in an entire year as a teacher, and not to mention the flexibility that I would have over my schedule. So I got more and more excited, and I actually had hope. So I made one of the best decisions of my life, and I jumped in with both feet, and I did whatever my sponsor Amy told me to do. I was very coachable. And because of this, really, I saw success quickly. I promoted to district manager in my first month and to area manager 2 months later. And right before I promoted to regional vice president and earned my Mercedes, my husband decided to stop pursuing medical school because he believed that Arbonne was a better fit for our family. You see, he got it. He was seeing the benefits of this business firsthand. My commission checks continued to grow, and I had that flexibility and control over my time and my schedule. This business has been such a blessing to me and my family, and it can be such a blessing to you too, because if I can do this, you can do this. So what about you? What can this business do for you and your family? Have you thought about that? I really want you to. This is actually a really important question for you to answer and put some time into. So here's what I'm going to have you do. I'm going to have you get out a piece of paper and write down at least 10 things that you would like to have in your life that you could only have if you're really successful with Arbonne. Now, you'll continue to add to this list, especially when you talk to your family or your spouse about this. I know my list grew. So I really want you to think big here. Some examples might be getting out of debt, saving for college or retirement, or that amazing vacation to Italy you've always wanted to take. What about giving more generously to the charities that you have a real passion for? Or for many people, being able to quit your job. And what about driving a free white Mercedes? Arbonne is for sure the only way. I know you can do that. These things on your list are the start of your dreams. So keep this paper and add to it as you go along in your business. Put it in a place where you're going to see it often, like your bathroom mirror, your computer, or your refrigerator. So when you start to feel discouraged or tired or have heard a few no's, I'm going to tell you to look back at that list and ask you if it's really worth it, if you really do want those things. Because this list will help you push through during those times. Because guess what? It is worth it. Also, make sure you share your list with your sponsor. They are on your side and they want to help you reach your goals. That will also help you use this list to write out your why or your story, is what we share with people each time that we share Arbonne. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the getting started training. It's only 3 simple steps and anyone can do this. Number 1, you are already doing it, which is watch the getting started video. This video should be a great resource for you. I want you to take notes and listen to it again and again if you need to. Also, when you get new consultants to sign up on your team, this is what they do first. They watch the getting started video. This helps them to plug in right away and get started strong. Plus, it takes out all the guesswork for you as their new sponsor. Okay, Number 2 is sign up and place your orders. When you sign up with Arbonne, you will get your own ID and PIN for you to log into arbonne.com. And then you're going to want to think of 2 things. Number 1, your personal order, and number 2, your business order. Now, let me start with your personal order. You're going to want to do what we call Arbonnize your home. And I don't mean buy a ton of products to store in your garage. We don't stock products or keep an inventory in Arbonne because Arbonne ships directly to our clients, which we love. I mean, start replacing your old products that you've been using with safe and pure Arbonne products. You are going to be buying from your own store here. If you owned a Starbucks, I doubt you would be getting your coffee every day at McDonald's, right? Same thing. If Arbonne carries it, use Arbonne. The other reason is because you cannot sell something to someone else that you don't even use, okay? So the second order is your business order, which of course you can place at the same time as your personal order. Your sponsor will give you a document showing 3 different business package options, all at different price points. I highly recommend choosing one of these, okay? You will use these as testers and samples at your presentations, and they are the exact products that I use at all of my presentations. First of all, we need these tools. Think about someone who wants to start a business as a photographer, okay? What would you think if they showed up to take your family portraits with no camera or lighting, and they asked to use your iPhone to take your family pictures? You would not take them seriously at all, would you? Of course, you understand what I'm saying. You need tools to run a successful business. And it's also good to have a little skin in the game. You know, something that will make sure you take this seriously and treat it like a real business. Because when you treat this like a business, you will get paid like a business. But if you treat it like a hobby, it's going to cost you like most hobbies do. So let's say you just left the bank and invested in owning, say, a new workout gym or a boutique, okay? Think about what that would cost you owning one of those 2 businesses, a regular brick and mortar business. How much would you have to get it up and running? And then how much more to still maintain it before you ever turn to profit? Let's be real, it's a lot of money. Most new businesses start out at around needing $60,000, and it can actually be much, much higher than that. So the bottom line is it's way, way more than that, than what it takes to start your Arbonne business, okay? But I want you to pretend that that is what you've invested in your Arbonne business, because I'm here to tell you that it's absolutely worth that and so, so much more. But let me be clear, buying products alone will not make you successful. You actually need to work this business, and I'm sure you totally understand that. What you're going to want to do is jump in and link arms with your sponsor and get to work talking to people about Arbonne. And now in Arbonne, when I say work, that's about 10 to 15 hours a week. I'm sure if you've ever worked out in the workforce, you've probably invested a lot more hours in your career than 10 to 15 hours a week, right? So all I'm asking you to do here is to press in and to work for yourself as hard as you would work for somebody else, okay? So number 1 is watch the Getting Started video. Number 2 is sign up and place your orders. Number 3, the last one, is schedule your appointments. You know, we keep things pretty simple in Arbonne and on our team. We each want to get in front of at least 30 new people each month to share the Arbonne story about the products and the business. And we do that by doing a combination of group presentations and one-on-one appointments, either at a coffee shop or even online. The good thing is that you don't have to do this alone. Your sponsor will actually do your first presentations with you. You will get to see how we do a one-on-one as well as how we do the group presentations. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is to schedule your business launches. Now, when I say business launch, don't get overwhelmed at that. Business launches are simply group presentations that you host personally. You will want to do 2 or 3 of these pretty quickly, probably within the next 2 weeks. We use our business launches to train you on how to do a presentation and to help you start the conversation about Arbonne with your friends and your family. Plus, you get all the hostess benefits, giving you very deep discounts, which is really great too. So now your job is to get people to your business launch, and your sponsor will be the one to actually do the presentation. Now, when I got started, I invited local family, friends, and acquaintances, all right? About 60 people to my business launches. and not everyone could come. I had 21 people total that came to all 3 of my launches, but I was able to still schedule times to share Arbonne with those that didn't come. So keep that in mind as you're making your guest list. Don't stop at 10 of only your closest friends. Really expand your list. When you're inviting, I suggest calling each person on the phone and inviting them personally to your business launch, okay? Here's an example of what you might say. Hi, Sarah, this is Lori Mundy calling. Is this a good time for you? Great, listen, the reason I'm calling is, you know how I've been wanting to, and you put in why you're doing this business. Maybe it's because you're quitting your job. You know how I've been wanting to quit my job and stay home with my kids? Well, I finally found a way to do that. I've decided to start an Arbonne business, and I'm really excited, but a little nervous too. And I'm having my business launch at my house on Friday night at 7 and Saturday at 10 a.m. and at 2 p.m. Which one of those times might work best for you to come? This is not a high pressure thing. Actually, I believe you will really enjoy it. Which one works best for you, Sarah? Okay, now, I do not suggest first emailing or using a Facebook invite, okay? Because those have been proven not to be effective. I suggest first calling to invite each person and then sending them a text invitation with days and times of your business launches on them. We use a great app called Red Stamp to make really nice invitations with the Arbonne logo that you can text or email. So it's very easy to do. Also, make sure that you remind each person a day or 2 before your launch. Reminders are key to getting people to your presentations. I know I need reminders. Now, we do these business launches close together, so you only have to clean your house once and make your snacks once. And speaking of snacks, please keep them super simple and healthy. It makes your life easier, and it shows your guests how simple it is for them to host. Something as simple as water with lemon and fresh strawberries or veggies and hummus. Just super simple, okay? So find 2 or 3 dates that work for you and your sponsor, put them on your calendar, and start inviting. The second kind of appointment that you're going to learn how to do are the one-on-one appointments. I want you to think of people who are nice, who are hard workers, who are positive and coachable, who are wanting more out of life, and definitely people who have integrity, okay? Make a list of at least 10 to 15 people. And this is what you're gonna do. You're simply going to text the same message to each one of them to invite them to take a look at what you're doing, okay? Your text should say something like this. Hi, Sarah, how are you? I'm reaching out to you because I've just started my own Arbonne business. It's a vegan health and wellness company. I've used the products and love them and have decided to build a business. I'm a little nervous, but very excited. The reason I'm texting is because as part of my training, I need to find 10 people who are willing to hear a 20-minute overview of Arbonne. I get that it might not be a fit for you personally. I just need a set of ears. Ha ha. Absolutely no obligation. Would you be willing to be one of my 10? If so, I'd love to buy you a cup of coffee. Or if they're long distance, you can ask for a 20-minute phone call. If they say yes, you reply, thank you so much. My business partner, so-and-so, will probably be with me because I'm in training. Would tomorrow at 2 work for you? Or would Tuesday at 10 work for you? Just go ahead and suggest the times that work for you, but give them 2 options. This is super, super simple, and your sponsor will do the presentation for you, but you will quickly see how simple this is, and you'll be able to do this presentation on your own, okay? Now, the reason we do this is to help you get trained, but also to help you build your team. In Arbonne, we have the ability to leverage our time when we build a team. And what in the world does that mean? Let's say you work your business 10 hours a week and you have 3 people who decide to join you and start their own business on your team. And they'll work about 10 hours a week, just like you. You will continue to work only 10 hours a week, but now you'll be compensated for 40 hours because you duplicated yourself. Isn't that amazing? I would love to duplicate myself at my own house. You know what I mean? All I have to say is laundry for 5 people. But let's look at it another way. If I were to offer you $1 million or a penny doubled every day for 30 days, which would you choose? Well, most people hear that $1 million and choose that pretty quickly. But let me tell you, if you double a penny every day for a month, it ends up being over $5 million. That is such a great example of duplication. And that is why we teach people to build a team. So when you put a consistent focus on building your team, you will see that same power of duplication and not only move to district manager, but can be driving a white Mercedes on Arbonne's dime as you're a national vice president. Because if you can become a district manager, you can become a national vice president. All we do is teach and train other people to do the same thing that we're doing and help them become successful. So those are the 3 steps to getting started with Arbonne. Number 1, watch the Getting Started video. Number 2, sign up and place your orders. And number 3, schedule your appointments, your business launches, and your one-on-one appointments. Now, if I could give you some last bits of advice, it would be to jump right in. Don't wait until you know everything, because there's always more to learn. I'd also like to tell you to stay plugged in. We like to say that hot coals are hot together, and we want your business to be on fire, right? There are a number of ways that you can stay plugged in. You can join our team Facebook page, and your sponsor can add you to this. You can also get on all of our team Zooms and our team conference calls. And I really suggest you getting a book called Go Pro by Eric Worre. We do a lot of personal growth reading, and that's a good one to start. You can attend the monthly meetings. If you live far away from your sponsor, you can find a meeting in your area, and you will be welcome there. That's just how we do things in Arbonne. And one of my favorite ways to stay plugged in is to attend our once-a-year conference called GTC, our Global Training Conference. That's usually in April in Las Vegas. You definitely don't want to miss that. When you stay connected and coachable, and you're in lots of activity sharing Arbonne consistently, you will see so much success. I am so very excited for you. Congratulations again on starting your own Arbonne business, and I look forward to celebrating your success as you grow to the top.
Come to someone you were meant to be. Hello, future. Hello. We can shout it from the